Hi friends, Vinay Kumar here, International NLP and IAS Coach. In this video, my dear friends, I'm going to share with you what are the 5 important things that you will have to bear in your mind when you make a decision to be coached under someone for your interview preparation, for your interview guidance. Fair enough, my dear friends? Okay, so let's look at it this way, my dear friends. First thing first, if you go to an institute which is offering interview guidance program, ask them, is it free or does it have a fee? If they say it's free, my dear friends, then you will have to reconsider taking coaching there. I'm just sharing out of my experience, my dear friends. I mean, what all I have experienced when I had got selected to interview, what were the things that I did, and from the experience of so many people who have shared with me their own preparation experience. I'm just giving you some insights, my dear friends. See, you may have your own opinions after that, but this is my understanding from my experience of more than 15 years being as an aspirant, and then a teacher, then a trainer, then a guide, then facilitator, and now a coach. In fact, the only coach for civil service exam in the whole of India. So what happens, my dear friends, when you go to the institute, and if someone is telling you the interview guidance here is for free, you will have to reconsider taking it, my dear friends. Reason is very simple. Think of it. Anyone who can give you this for free must have a lot of time with him, correct? Because interview guidance cannot be just making you sit there for a while, for let's say 10 minutes, and giving you some tips and snippets. It's about overhauling your personality, assessing whether the personality is ready for success in the interview, and if there are gaps, filling it up with his experience and plugging it with the necessary competence and all that. Fair enough, my dear friends? So if anyone is telling you that it's for free, please do reconsider, my dear friends. That means, only someone who is jobless can give it to you for free, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? Someone who doesn't have much work with him can give it to you for free, because people who have lot of work will have to swap some of their time that they have already scheduled to some work to be able to spend with you and actually build your personality so that you will become successful in the exam. So anything that is for free, I feel, my dear friends, out of my life experience and the experience of many successful people, please do reconsider, my dear friends. Okay? I feel these people who are giving it for free, I feel, my dear friends, are mostly doing it because they need your DAF and summary sheet, and they want to claim that, okay, this guy had come to us, we were the God's gift to him, and because of that he cleared the exam and all that. Got that? No, I'm trying to tell you. Fair enough, my dear friends. Just check with these people one thing who are giving the guidance for free. Can you do it without my DAF? I will give you one biodata, where I write about my hobbies and all that. But the UPSC DAF, that authentic UPSC DAF, I'm not going to give it to you. Are you still going to guide me? Ask that person. If he says yes, then I think he is real, my dear friends. Even if it is free, you can consider it. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? Perfect? Superb. So that's the first thing. What is the first thing? Value can only be exchanged for value. If you want someone to add value to your life, to your preparation, to your personality, so that it excels in the interview, then you will have to also compensate with the commensurate value, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? Now, having settled that, you will have to ask a question. When you are being charged a fee, you will have to ask a question. The second aspect I'm entering into, my dear friends. All right, you're charging a fee. So what do I get in return for the fee that I pay? What is the answer that should come from the other side? It shouldn't be like, hey, I have so many modules. These are all the features of, I'm going to give you this notes. Hell with all that notes, my dear friends. Throw it in some dustbin. Okay? He has to say this. he or she or whosoever it is who is charging you a fee, They will have to say one thing. Look, boss, when you work with me or I work with you for this interview guidance, you're going to get more than 200 marks. Is that fine? If he is asking you something, if he is putting across something like that in return of the value that you give to him, then consider him, my dear friends. Consider her. Is that okay, my dear friends? See, we have been, we have been fed up with this people giving us process, my dear friends. We want results. Yeah, let us be committed to the process that they give to us. But it is important that people start getting committed to the result. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? So first aspect is money. If they're charging, then I feel they're authentic, my dear friends. And I've told you reasons exactly why. Even if it is free, then their authenticity will be checked when, their authenticity will be proved, validated when they don't expect DAF to be given by you. Fair enough, my dear friends. Two, when you pay money, don't be dumb. Okay, don't stupidly spend your money with someone and come back. Okay. Ask him what I'm going to get in return. If it is result, go for it, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? That's aspect number 2. Aspect number 3, my dear friends. This person who's going to coach you for your interview, number 1, in the third aspect, number 1, should have lot of energy and enthusiasm, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? Check with that, my dear friends, if this person has energy and enthusiasm, because it's this energy and enthusiasm that he's going to infect you with when you go to your interview, and in turn infect the interviewers there. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? And the second aspect, the second point in the third aspect that I have to talk about is he carrying a winning attitude first for himself? If he is carrying winning attitude for himself, winning mindset for himself, then he can do that for you. Have you come across, my dear friends, people who claim as trainers and all that? If you see them talk so meekly, so lifelessly, my dear friends, shun such people, my dear friends, because India today needs energetic people. Look at our Prime Minister. Yeah, you get to understand what is it to be having someone energetic at the top of the country, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? Fair enough, my dear friends. Thank you all so much. So, these 3 aspects having considered. Fourth aspect, knowledge. Now this person who is coaching you for your interview need to ensure your knowledge is organic and organized. He can't give you some random haphazard knowledge. He cannot ask you some random questions. Okay, tell me this, tell me that. What is this Galvan Valley? What is this? No, not at all, my dear friends. Organic, organized. Anything he is asking you upon, and when you answer, he will have to show the context to you. He is asking you a question in, let us say, international relations. He will have to show you the context or check with you whether you know the context of the content that you're talking about. Are you understanding, my dear friends? Because what I have observed in the interview, IAS interview, is most of the questions are contextual. Is that okay, my dear friends? They are contextual. They may not ask you direct questions from what has happened recently. They are going to ask you from the broader context of the area that was in news. Is that fine, my dear friends? Superb. So, we have done with the 4 aspects. First, money. Second, the value that you get for that money, or the promise that you get for that money. And the third one is energy, enthusiasm, winning attitude and mindset. All this comes in the third aspect, my dear friends. Fourth aspect is knowledge, which this coach has to make organic and organized for you. He has to work in terms of context with you, not just the content. Fair enough? I use the word organic and organized. Most of you must have been thinking, what is this? Very simple, my dear friends. Knowledge will have to be built step by step. This coach has to check with you. This guy knows this guy know about this topic at the level 16, but does he know that there is something at 8 which is very important? Has he connected the dots till 16? That is organic knowledge. Organized is, instead of knowledge being fragmented, my dear friends, here and there you know something about a topic, you need to know it in a very organized way, and you should have properly settled it in your cognitive reserve or your memory space in such a way that you can speak about it authoritatively in the interview. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? Superb. Can we enter the fifth aspect? The fifth aspect and the final aspect, my dear friends, is the skills. Remember, both your hard skills and soft skills are important. Hard skills is the job related questions that they are going to ask you. For example, what do you do as an IAS? Have you ever visited DC office? What all activities come under the ambit of DC? Or what does an SP do? How does he maintain law and order? Something like that, my dear. That's all your hard skills. And coming to the soft skills is your leadership abilities, your ability to be proactive, your ability to, set goals that are practical, that are workable, your ability to ensure that the whole team of people who work under you in your district or wherever you work, how they can be tolerant to ambiguity, tolerant to adversity. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? And soft skills will also include stuff like how you behave. Did you smile in the interview for most of the time, which is very important? And was that smile over smiling, which is bad? Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? Was it just enough to show that you are someone who is like settled and peaceful and all that? Is that okay, my dear friends? How are your gestures? How are your eye contact? How have you dressed up? Yeah, what does your dress suggest about you? Fair enough, my dear friends. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you? So for all this gentleman who is coaching you should also be a soft skills, he must be someone who knows a lot about the world of soft skills, need not be necessarily a soft skill trainer. Fair enough, my dear friends. So if you actually look at it this way, now people who have prepared for this exam, gone at least till the level of interview, who has seen the interview, 1. 2, people who have some NLP experience, all right, NLP background and knowledge and all that, plus people who have understanding of the soft skills and all that, will be very adept, very apt for you to get coached for, especially when it comes to interview, my dear friends. People, the popular culture, you just go to some civil servant, ask him, okay, uncle, I've got selected to interview. How do you, what do you feel I have to know? How do I have to perform in the interview? Probably they may help you, my dear friends, but it's not comprehensive. Are you connecting to what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends? Fair enough? Okay, so please keep in mind these 5 aspects. All right. So 1, they have to charge you a fee. 2, you have to know what is the result you get for paying the fee that you pay. 3, they have to be energetic and enthusiastic. Plus, they should have a winning attitude and mindset. Only then they can give that to you. 4 is your knowledge, which needs to be organic and organized. In fact, they have to facilitate it for you and build a context for you to, perform in the interview on your knowledge front. And 5, they should be exposed to the importance of hard and soft skills that is required to ace the interview. Now, with these 5 aspects in the coach or in the trainer whom you're going to consult, my dear friends, I feel you're clearly seeing for yourself a score of 200 plus in the interview, my dear friends. So, having known this, be careful, have your choices correctly, my dear friends, and make sure you are excelling in interview and in the larger context of life. Thank you all so much, my dear friends. Vinay Kumar R signing off, and see you all in the next video with greater insights into the skill aspect that you need to ace the interview, my dear friends. Till then, apply this knowledge, apply whatever you have learned in this video, and be super successful. Thank you all so much, my dear friends.